Okay team, so in this video what we're going to go through is the Cossack squat. Okay, so if you're anything like me and you're a little bit tight, especially if you know you're hitting your 40s, then the Cossack squat is a very, very good exercise for you to do because it's going to mobilize the ankles, the knees, the hips especially, and a little bit with the back as well. So we're going to go into how you can get into the Cossack squat. It's typically quite difficult, to be fair, for most people. Again, especially as you start getting into, your later years, it is a hard one to get into, but it's a highly beneficial exercise as well to be able to do. So what I'm going to do is show you how I kind of prepare myself to get into the actual position itself by using a little bit of support, and then how you can mobilize yourself to be able to get in there as well. With me, the problem that I have now is because of the amount of injuries that I've had over the years, and the amount of bad training that I've done as well, then my ankles are extremely tight. And so I've got to really kind of push the forward as much as I possibly can and raise the heels up at times as well to be able to get plenty of movement in the ankles. So I'll show you that point in a second. But to be able to get into then the Cossack squat itself, then what we look to be able to do at the start is by just using a bit of support. Now from here, what I like to do is just basically bring the feet right the way out, okay, into a position there where we're comfortable. Okay, you're going to feel, obviously, inside the hips there, like a little bit of tension from the adductors, which is absolutely fine, which is what we're looking for, really. Okay, and then just slowly mobilize yourself into that position. So start off using a support there to take the weight, and just go onto one side, okay, and just slowly get into that position where you're bringing yourself right the way down. Okay, yes, you're getting yourself nice and low, okay, all the way down, okay, like so. For show you on the other side there, so you're coming down, okay, keeping this leg nice and straight, and just slowly using the support, bringing yourself down. And as well, you can let the ankle, okay, come up on the other side. That's absolutely fine. So if you're coming down here and the ankle comes up, okay, like mine will do, you get a bit of cracking as well, okay, then that's fine to be able to do. That's no problem. So you want to just mobilize yourself to be able to get into that position, coming down, using the support to help you. Get down, sink down nice and low into that position there, and it starts to then open up the hips very, very nicely. And then in time, as you start to warm up and you get a little bit easier, you can then just touch a little bit for support and then bring yourself down over time till you get yourself into those positions there, okay? So start off nice and easy, support yourself first, feet nice and wide, and just gradually get into that position over time, okay? Yeah, till you reach a point whereby you can get yourself right the way down in there. You can let the heel come up if you've got tight ankles, that's no problem at all. If you want to, you can also use a wedge underneath your heels to help so the heels stay up and stable and move yourself into that position there. The reason why I actually quite like to bring the ankles up because it helps really kind of focus on mobility of the ankle joint as well itself. So when you are in that position, and you are coming down and you're in here, all of the weight now is all through this joint and these legs here on this side. So the ankle joint now has got to do a lot of work to be able to stabilize, especially if you let go, okay? So there's a lot there of what we call proprioceptive work going on, which is really good for you, okay? So if the ankles are a little bit tight, use this as a mobility drill to be able to get the ankles going, okay? So it's good to do. So from there again, just to kind of recap, in that position, slowly move yourself into it, and then over time, when you're happy, start to go down, bring yourself in, let the heel come up if need be, okay, yeah, and then over the other side. On the straight leg, you can pivot as well by bringing the foot up, okay, so let the foot come up as well on that side. It allows you then to sink down into that position really kind of nicely. If you put the foot into the side that way, it just becomes a little bit harder to be able to get down to that position there, okay? So just allow the foot to be able to pivot on the heel, and it allows you to sink down quite nicely, okay? And then bringing yourself out of it, down onto the other side, letting that heel come up, like so. And so you're just going from side to side, okay, yeah, all the way through. And then in time, you'll get a lot more mobile. You won't need to be able to use the support as much. Okay, so you're coming down, bringing the arms out to one side, down, and to the other, until you feel comfortable being able to hit those positions like so, okay? That will do a lot of things for you, okay? So As well as obviously helping with the development of leg strength, okay, more dynamically, it will also help reducing the likes of knee pain, okay, as well, and back pain as well, because the more that you mobilize your hips, okay, the more support that you can create around the back, okay. So mobilize the hips, okay, yeah, that will help strengthen the hips dynamically, which then protects the back and also help protect the knees as well at the same time. So very, very good one to do. Really good for building the legs, getting mobility, sort of the hips, okay, yeah, to the knees and the ankles as well, and just generally a very good exercise. So give that a shot. If you have any problems, then obviously just let me know. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video.